That is so loud. Okay. I took so much pride in not knowing anything about this game when I first booted this up, and not knowing the story, not knowing how the game plays, knowing nothing about it. But due to a relatively complex recording issue, I have played through the first hour and a half of this game, and I'm re-recording all of this, which is fine. It happens to the best of us, and as aggravating as that might be, I'm still overly excited to play through Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. And the only good thing about this is that I know exactly where to go, so there's no dilly-dallying, there's no nonsense. It's just me going from point A to point B, telling you where everything is and how you need to do it, but only for the first hour and a half, because I never played the original Wii version. I had actually never seen anything of it besides the E3 trailer that came out in 2007, or 2010, rather. I think it was 2010. This came out in 2011. And other than that, I know some story bits, and that's about it. So if you've played Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, you're getting the perspective of somebody who has not played it, at least to the end of it, because I've played the first hour and a half. So I played a little bit of it, but not all of it. So you're going to get some cool perspective there. If you're looking at the differences between each of the versions, the Wii version and the Switch version now, then you're not going to be looking at this playthrough, because I have no clue whatsoever. So the story involves Zelda, Link, the Sky, Skyloft, Ganon, obviously, a giant black caterpillar thing, a harp, and all sorts of other things that will be discovered over the course of the playthrough. My name is Brian Saviano, BricksOBrian, and this is Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. Like I mentioned before, the game came out previously on the Nintendo Wii back in 2011, I think? 2010, 2011, I forget. So yeah, I never played it, for a variety of other reasons as well, but that's the gist of the reasons. Now, the story has been unfolding as you see it here. The calamity, the blah, 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 you know, it's all sorts of evilness that Ganon has, all right? So I will skip through the very front portion of this just so you can get into the gameplay action with me. So you can see, yes, I played an hour and a half, or an hour 15 at least. So that was with dilly-dallying, so I know where to go. So that's good. I'm going to start a brand new adventure. Gonna call myself Link once again. I don't know if I can delete that save file. Hopefully I can, but that's something to be figured out after this recording is done. This fully functional recording that involves, hopefully, the same... Oh, I don't know what this thing is. If that's a calamity, Ganon, then yeah. You also notice, like, you know, this is not a Nintendo Switch designed game. So this was designed for the Nintendo Wii way back, and I want to say they probably started 2009. They started development on this game at least. So a lot of the graphics you see here are pretty outdated. The textures are up-resed a little bit sharper overall, but this was designed for a game console that ran in standard definition quality, not even high definition. So a lot of what you're seeing, like with the leaves or whatnot, they're very jagged, they're very whatever. That is just kind of how the Wii was. And it still looks beautiful, you know, like, these two birds look stunning, you know? The colors really shine, they really pop. Very vibrant looking game. So, it's a good game, as far as I can tell, at least as of right this second here. You can see, I guess, all the different birds and these guys here all flying around. This is Skyloft. If you've never played Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, you'll probably recognize this from maybe Super Smash Bros. Because there is a stage involving Skyloft where you fly around and you see basically this whole area here. And from what I can tell, this does act as a hub for the game. So that's cool. But yeah, I never ended up playing it. So I've never played a standard Zelda adventure other than Breath of the Wild, which is a bit more unconventional compared to most other Zelda games. And I only had played Link's Awakening before then on the Switch. So not many other games that I played in the franchise. So this is my first traditional Zelda game other than Link's Awakening, which You could argue that, you know, Breath of the Wild is not a traditional Zelda game. Rise, Link, the time has come for you to awaken. You are fated to have a hand in a great destiny, and soon it will find you. The time has come for you to awaken. Link. Oh, I wonder who that is. We'll find out. Now, if you've never played this game before, you may be a little bit thrown off because it's not similar to Breath of the Wild. I know a lot of you are probably younger out there. You're like, what is this? This is before my time. Oh, jeez. You're probably pretty unfamiliar with it, and that's totally understandable. Breath of the Wild is a much different game compared to Skyward Sword, but it's going to probably have a lot more similarities to Breath of the Wild 2 than you might anticipate. Because, as we saw from the trailer most recently, Breath of the Wild 2 has floating islands and whatnot, which is very similar to Skyloft and this whole area where you have floating islands. So I feel like they have this as a means to let people know the concept of floating islands and whatnot. So that's the idea. I will be playing the game, obviously. I know exactly where to go, so that's good. A lot of the dialogue I'll be kind of sifting through, not entirely skipping, but just sifting through, you know? So I already know the controls. I know, you know, where I gotta go and all the things here. So you can explore these areas and talk to these characters, but you can get a sense and appreciate the type of aesthetic this game is going for. It's very vibrant as of right now. It stays pretty vibrant from what I've seen. Not like dark and gritty colors in any way, shape, or form. So that's what we're kind of working with right now, at least. So this is Skyloft, the main area, as I had said before. And yeah, it's very beautiful. Very angelic in a lot of ways, you know? So that's cool. But by me going over here, you know, get through it's basically a big giant tutorial area, and it kind of works out in that way. Oh, I got to target you and talk to you. Whoops. Even though I know exactly what to do anyways. Apparently, a lot of these sections here were a lot more difficult to deal with because of the... Like, it kind of forced you to have a lot of tutorials and whatnot. So, not necessarily now. They apparently streamlined the process with talking to Horwell and all these other people, too. So, that's good. If I head on over to that section there, look. Oh, geez. There's a little nugget over there. Okay. So I have to save him at some point. I don't know how. But, yeah, because I can't actually climb over toward that way. Oh, wait, I can. Hold on, wait. I can't. I didn't see this before. All right, so I did not see that there was a ledge right here that I could use to climb over toward this way. So this I didn't actually do. So that's kind of cool. And you automatically jump, which is something that I didn't like about Zelda games in general. I like the ability for Mario to jump, you know? And jump kind of at will instead of needing to just walk up to something, you know? It felt very limiting in that sense. I wanted to be able to, you know, do what I wanted to. Aw, little nugget buddy. He's so cute. Like a little lemur cat thing, you know? And I guess Link doesn't break his legs. That's great. Brought her back to be safe and sound. Please tell the headmaster that we found his pet. He should be up by the goddess of the statue of the goddess. Okay. So that didn't really impact the game at all. Oh, I got rupees instead. I got 20 rupees. All right, cool. So that'll help a little bit later on. But I never liked that you couldn't jump with Link, you know? I liked having that freedom, and that was all the way back in the N64 days as well. This is a little stamina container, which revives your stamina all the way through. So that's good to know. So I never ended up bothering with it. On the N64, it was the same sort of way where you would run up and it would automatically jump for you, but I just like having that freedom, you know? So I know Breath of the Wild was one of the first games that you could do the jumping manually. I know it's a very small thing, but it's a thing nonetheless, you know? So you gotta keep that in mind. O youth guided by the servant of the goddess, unite earth and sky, bring light to the land. She obviously has a much more angelic voice than I do. But that's how Zelda goes. Hey, good morning, Link. I think it's something about her hair that's a little bit weird. I don't know. But her loftwing got us out of bed. That's that giant flying bird thing you saw earlier. That is a harp in order to initiate the ceremonies that'll happen in just a little while here. The ceremony is all about the birds, which is going to be your main means of travel, it seems like, between all the various islands and whatnot. You look fantastic. You never want to call it a costume, because a costume, it's not a costume, okay? You don't want to insult a woman's fashion by calling it a costume. It is a dress, an ensemble, whatever, but definitely not a costume. Oh, Link, you're here too. Guy, I think is his name. It's encouraging to see you up so early, given your capacity for sleep. That definitely looks like the King of Red Lions. So this is something I said the first time I recorded this too, right? I'm like, why, like, okay. So this guy's called Guy. He looks like King of Red Lions. King of Red Lions is from Wind Waker. And I only played a little bit of Wind Waker. But I know that's a different character, technically. But also, why do they all have different names? Is it different timelines? Is it whatever? I don't know. And apparently, this takes place before Breath of the Wild on some sort of timeline. I don't really know. There's all sorts of different timelines that converge and separate in different points for different reasons in different ways. I don't really know. I just go about it. And if there's any connections, then great. I know that there's some areas where they make it more obvious than not that there's a past between Link and Zelda, but in terms of what, I don't really know. I don't actually think that any of these different games have a definitive connection between a lot of them anyways, other than like Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time. There's like some similarities, but nothing like definitively connecting, you know? So it'll be interesting to see where this kind of lands amongst all of that, but we shall see in time. Amongst these beautiful blue skies that are here too. I'm sure you aren't the only one envious of the power bond. The power bond of Link and Zelda, I suppose. This contest is nothing to laugh at, Father. This ceremony is part of what I love. I don't know why the father would be laughing at something the daughter really likes, but all right, you know. What if Link messes up his big chance? What if he's not allowed to become a knight? He'll be allowed to become a knight. It's in the destiny. It's in the code of the game. That's how that goes, okay? You can skip dialogue by pressing the minus button. I don't necessarily want to do that right now as much as I want to, because I've already seen and heard all of this. For the sake of everyone out there who might be watching the captions and whatnot, there you go. But the idea is that there's all these different docks that are around here, right? And you dive off of them, and you're supposed to attach yourself to your bud. But that doesn't necessarily happen every single time. Press down to call your loftwing. Well, calling for it here, and nothing. Cool. So Link's just going to fall into the endless abyss, and this is actually the game being over. The game will never happen ever again. The credits will roll. Nope, never mind. We're good. That is a pretty cool scene of Zelda, like, diving off of the island, whoop, and then right onto the loftwing, saving Link as she does, you know, hanging there, Link. I got you, fam. Gotcha. Thanks, Zelda. Much obliged with the flying of the loftwing there. Because you saw the red one earlier. I'm pretty sure that's what I need to deal with here, is these guys. So, sorry, friend. Didn't mean to push you so hard. I didn't mean to sprain you there. This is very odd, Link. What could have possibly happened to your loftwing? For a bird to ignore its master is an odd feat indeed. This is quite a problem, especially considering the wing ceremony is about to start. So that little portion I'll skip right there. Basically, the loftwing is around here somewhere. We got to find where that is. I'm not saying I know for a fact where that is, but I'm inclined to figure out where things are as efficiently as I can, right? So, hey, buddy, can I actually get through here or no? Is something wrong? What's the big hurry? Which way? To be honest, I don't think that's the way they went. Okay, well, can I go this way? Yes, I can. So this gate down here is actually open for me to go to, and that's great. So you see the stamina wheel is over here as well. That is a regeneration of stamina over time. This kid's hitting a tree, which is good for him. You know what I mean? Just going to leave him be there. There's a couple of clown boots over here. Hey, guys, what's going on, man? You getting a massage? Groose? Of course it is. You thought a big crimson loftwing like that was going to go down without a fight? But we got him, and I don't care how much those birds are supposed to be. He's not getting out of that pen anytime soon, boys. Oh, you have my loftwing. Oh. So you thought for some reason you'd be able to hold my loftwing hostage. You chump. Chumperoony here. What's your problem here? Oh, wait. So, okay. This is something I'll say about the game right now. There's a lot of dialogue like this. Like that. Lots of talking like that. I don't know how these characters pertain to the plot at all, but, you know. This guy's an obnoxious jerk. He's basically the one who's like, no, I'm gonna win over Zelda's heart, brother. I'm gonna be the one that gets her, and you're just gonna be nothing. Me and my earrings. Giant, fluffy red hair, and arrogance. That's what's gonna get him through. That's gonna be it there. Actually, all the hair looks pretty fluffy. Except Zelda's. Zelda's looks very like, it looks kind of like a shell. And that guy in the back, his hair looks like a shell too. But he's a student of the academy like us all. A lot of this going on. Why do you insist on being a bully so much? Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah, being a bully is not where you get anywhere in life, all right? You just, oh. I suppose you, getting really enthralled with Zelda? Is that what that snorting of the nostrils was? We're out of here, boys. See you later, Link. You don't think, like, the people a part of that goon squad would be like, oh, this guy's kind of evil. Why are we torturing this one kid and, like, hiding his bird from him? That seems a little messed up, you know? Like, all right. Father said he talked to Instructor Horwell about this delaying the wing ceremony. Well, you don't need to do that. I just gotta find what it is I gotta do. So now you're basically left to your own devices in Skyloft. I believe I know where to go. So let's see. Here's your gear. You can press minus to look at the map as well, so you can see all these different locations around here. So if I go and basically just kind of get the word out, be like, hey, what's wrong, Link? Your loftwing? Oh no, I haven't seen him. Why don't you look for him by the statue of the goddess? You'll have a good view of the whole town from way up there. So you'll actually get a mark of X on your map on where to go, which is super helpful. And there's actually a way for you to get a fast travel, which is unfortunately locked behind an amiibo that you have to pay for. And paying for the amiibo, at least as of right now, I'm not going to be doing that because I have no desire to have a Skyward Sword amiibo for the most part. I'm sure it's pretty cool. Hey, Link. Hey, over here. I saw your loftwing. Okay. You saw the loftwing, sir? Want to help me out here? What's going on, man? Hey, man. Meow, meow. You know? Pivot. Pivot. And get this. When I asked Fledge what he knew, he started acting all weird. I'm sorry, Link. I really wanted to tell you, but if Groose found out, he'd beat me up. You're a coward. You're a coward, Fledge. Just a little while ago, when I was cleaning the dining hall, Groose and his buddies came in. They didn't notice I was there, but there was a plan to hide him over by the waterfall. Ooh, okay. So basically, this guy is a coward who hid from the whatever needed to happen. And now I need to get myself my sword of justice. Hey, it's Link. You need to get some practice, even though today is a ceremony. It's in the back room. All right. Funnily enough, I'm actually going through this a lot quicker in an hour and than I did in an hour and a half. So, no. Practice sword. The students can take the sword and do all the things. So, if I take the sword, I can actually destroy these logs right here. Now, the thing is, you can pull out your sword. Wait, hold on. Okay, so the gear is over toward here. You can see the sword. How do I take out the sword? Well, I can lock onto things here. Oh, yeah. Okay. So the sword, you can lift up, down, left, right, and there's all sorts of moves you can do, where if you whip it from side to side like this, you can do a spinning move. It drains your health substantially. If you flick this upward, up and down, wait, up, down, up. Hold on, wait. Okay. Locking on you can do using ZR, just like this. So I lock onto an enemy right here, which is technically this log that kind of moves whatever direction I'm going in. So then I can swipe downward, flick downward. There we go. Flick from side to side. And then over here, I can actually click in the right control stick to jab. Over here, I can do this. Nope, this one I still have trouble with. Side to side. Side to side. There we go. Now side to side. There we go. That's right, Link. You ready to try a spin attack? Sure. I actually did that previously. So you can do a spin attack by flicking from left to right, like this. Nope, like this. That's not what I wanted to do. I forgot. It's left to right, left. Okay? So left, right, left. Left, right, left. There we go. So you do that spinning attack there. There's also a fatal blow attack. So you can lock onto your enemies here. So do this. Flick from side to side. And then up, down, up. There we go. So there's all these different attacks that you can do that can do a whole bunch more damage. And you can practice here anytime you want to. So if I put this away, I should be able to walk out of here, actually. Wait, let me try this. There we go. And I can basically just attack this like crazy. And you can kind of spam everything if you want to, but yeah. This guy's like, wait, you remember your loftwing there? You got plenty of practice logs first. I did the practice logs just fine, okay? Thank you. You can't actually take your sword out, but you can take it and leave here just fine. You can re-equip it back out toward this way, no problem at all. So now I can run around and basically go and find the loftwing. So if you've never explored this game before, you might be like, hey, where do you go? What do you do? This is the very direct way. Since, again, I've already played through it, so I know where to go. But there's a lot to explore in this section, and I'm assuming I'm going to be coming back here a bunch of times to find where I need to go and do all the things that need to be done, you know? You can swim in the water, so that's good. And you can just run around. I'm assuming I'm going to get some stamina wheels and whatnot eventually here. I guess fall damage is not a thing, because I literally just jumped off a whole massive building there and nothing happened. So that's cool. But by me flying over here, or rather walking over here, I see there's a bird statue missing an eyeball. So that's cool. And I just sliced that in half. That's nice. But basically, this is emulating what was going on with the Wii motion controls back in the day. And you can see how things are getting sliced up in different ways. So that's cool. By me going over toward here, it's like, oh, whoa, geez, what's going on? So that was a weird little section, right? It kind of was like, hey, here's this, you know, let me try to do this, actually. There we go. All right, so now I can probably, hopefully, get through here at least. Oh, I can slice up the sign, too? Like, fully? Oh, my goodness. The whole sign's just done. I remember, like, slicing up a little bit, but, yeah, all right. So now I can lock onto these guys here, and they're all just done, you know? All sorts of rupees can fall out of them. There's a choo-choo. Choo-choo, come on. There we go. Nice. So, yeah, you can kind of spam stuff here. I don't think you're going to run out of energy if you just do standard attacks. That looks like something I can take. Right here, right? This guy? Kind of looks like it a little bit. Can I grab you? No, definitely not. Can't even lock onto. Can't do anything. Yeah, no. All right, cool. That's fine. Just making sure. Just making sure I can't. So that's good. But yeah, you can search around these areas if you want to. There's not going to be anything too crazy going on around here. It is the very beginning of the game, so you're not going to find anything redonkulous. The hearts will refill your heart gauge, but they will not give you more hearts in general. So keep that in mind. Those are not heart containers. I'm assuming heart containers you get from actually playing the game and getting more involved with that over time. But that will not happen for some time because we literally just started the game. And that's how these things sort of go, you know? So that's cool. Down over toward this way. These are statues that you can save with, but the game does indeed auto-save. I'm actually going to rewrite this save because I can. And now that everything's going properly, or at least it should be, that's good. Hey, Link. I'm just going to conveniently appear right when you find where you need to be. Couldn't Zelda have just, like, taken me on her loftwing over here? And why is there this giant clouding aura around here, you know? You see that? Right behind Zelda? What's that giant cloud thing? Is that something I need to be aware of? You know what I mean? Like, how is that there? Is no one concerned about this? You know? Like, whatever. It's all good. Look, there he is. Look, there he is. Time to say, look, there it is. Hey, loftwing, buddy. It's time to slam now. Ooh, speaking of Space Jam, new Space Jam movie came out, what, yesterday? Today? It's actually pretty exciting. I'm probably going to watch that as I eat dinner tonight. We shall see. Over here. Oh, yeah, I got to slice it up a little bit more. There it is. Hey, buddy. You're not LeBron James. You probably have the same athletic ability. You probably dunk actually significantly better than him. Or Michael Jordan, for that matter. Either or, you know.